whatever. That's how you kept your job. You know what FICA was when you went? What? You smarter than me, because I didn't. I don't mind admitting that. What I don't know, I don't know. But I'm still learning how the system works. I told you, we was made deaf, dumb, and blind for 6,000 years. If you the original man, you was made deaf, dumb, and blind for 6,000 years. The guy that grafted from us was taught what? Trick knowledge? He was taught trick knowledge and how to rule us for 6,000 years. Read your lesson. That's why Allah came home from Madawan. He said, you got to teach the culture seed. When the brother asked him right here on that mountain, on the mountain right up there, he come down the mountain and home. The brother was Allah. It was right in God make devil. And Allah looked at the brother and said, I didn't make no devil because there is no unrighteousness in me. So who made the devil? Who made the devil? Who? You said?
God made the devil.
No. Who said Yahoo? Please, brother. You right on time.
Dissatisfied.
Yahoo made the devil.
That's right.
God is good order direction. Yahoo wasn't dealing with good order direction.
Say that again?
Yahoo wasn't dealing with good order direction.
But it was the ideas of Yaqub, right?
Not the idea that was Yahoo.
So,
It was born with a determined idea that was the devil in the year 8,400. He had the knowledge and wisdom, but he didn't have no understanding. 8 and 4 is 12. Remember, mathematics is a part of our language. So that gives us an understanding who Yahoo was. But now, we got a guy that we even call the devil, that Allah tell us we got to go teach. We were deaf, dumb, and blind. Allah came and taught us. We're no longer deaf, dumb, and blind. We got a guy out there running around who comes from us. Like our sons. Come from us. And he's running around devilishly. So what do we do about it? We kill him? We murder him? Take him off the planet? Lift off his head? Or do we sit that jackass down and say, listen, you asshole. You understand?
Yes, sir.
That's what you got to do. And trust me, they will listen. They will listen. The same way we listen. Everybody else come and want to separate. Allah didn't come to separate. He came to bring us all together. All together. We wondered that time when Daddy Godfrey was running around behind Allah. We figured he'd be in some kind of trouble, some kind of trick that he's running. Trust me. And Allah said, no, son, no. And he spoke to them the same way he spoke to us. It's simple. Barry Godfrey wrote a book called The Mayor's Man. If you ever get a hold of it, read it. He'll tell you in his book, he thought Allah was crazy, insane. But at the end of the book, when he went to a meeting downtown, Manhattan, and he watched the people, how they was performing, he began to look at the 85%, he began to look at the 10%, and he began to look within that crowd for the 5%. It's simple. When you got the knowledge of yourself, like the brothers say, the knowledge of self, then you got the knowledge of everybody else. But they all come from you. It's that simple. It is that simple. Ain't no big complicated nothing. Nothing complicated to me. But like I said, what we got to do, we got 40 years left to do it. Maybe not the whole 40 years. Thank you. Maybe not the whole 40 years, but we got 40 years left to get that accomplished. What we have to get accomplished. We teach all the human families. Like when the street inside.
Yo, hold your conversations down, please.
They gave us the street corner. When I spoke, I said, I respect all religions. All religions. If you ever read the Bible, the Quran, you see a lot of nice stuff written in it. If you ever read it, it's got some nice stuff in it. But the people don't live up to what's written. Do you understand? The people don't live up to it. My mother, I come from a Baptist family. My mother, my grandmother, and all of them went to church. Right up here. The Baptist church, Mount Moriah on Fifth Avenue. That's what it was called. Big church. They come with their little basket, their little money, put it in there. My aunt was the lead choir singer. My grand auntie was what they call them, ushers. They participated in the church. But when they came home, what was said in church was in practice at home. What they said in church was in practice at home. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, when Islam come about, I say, I'm going this way. When I told them that, nobody had a problem. When I started talking to my younger siblings about swine, they had a problem. Big problem. Big problem. Boo-foo problem. The problem got so heated one day when I threw the ham out the window. My mother picked up a broomstick. And I'm not talking about these broomsticks they got today. I'm talking about the broomsticks they had when they played stick ball. She picked up a broomstick and took it inside the broom. She swung it so hard, thanks for karate, I got out the way of it, it hit the wall and scratched. I went running out the door. She said, don't you come back here no goddamn more. I was out the house. I was going out the house. I was 17 years of age. That's what happened because of religion. Of religion. Now just read the Bible. God is forgiving. You go every Sunday. Your child is saying something that don't fit with you. Do you take a stick to him? Do you take a bat to him? A belt to him? Or do you sit him down and try to explain? You sit him down, or you sit her down, and you try to explain. You don't take a whip to your child. So, now we go into the point of separation. Because now if I'm going in Islam, I have to be a Muslim, one who submits to the will of Allah. Am I correct? Okay. So now they talk to separation. Muslims against Christians, fighting for thousands of years. The Crusades. You understand? They're taking you to the book. They're taking you to the book. Allah took Islam and he said, I self Lord and Master. Right. That's what he did with Islam. That's what Allah did. I tell you, when I teach what he taught me. I don't come from a business knowledge and wisdom and understanding. I come from him. His knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because that's what's kept me alive. My ideas, I don't think I don't have ideas, brother. I have ideas, but it seems like mine never really worked out the way I wanted them to. His ideas seem to work for me better. So I always went with his ideas. I don't come with my own nonsense. And when I do, like I just got through telling Kim over here, my brother from Medina, I said we bounced off each other. And that's how I come up. I bounce off of all of y'all here, and y'all bounce off of me. That's what makes us brothers. I don't come to ask you why you in this, why you going through that. I come and listen to you. And if I can help in some kind of way, I do. And if I can't, I keep my mouth shut. If you walk in the walk, I'm going to walk with you. Simple as that. That's called brotherhood. That's the first things we learn, the dynamics. Never to turn our backs on one another, no matter what the hell we do. That's got to come back, and that's got to be taught to our children. And that's all the children in the neighborhood. You're accountable and you're responsible. The way you get the respect of your community, like what Father Supreme was saying, is not a piece of paper or a deed. It's the deed that you do. It's what you do in your community that earn you the respect. I talk to brothers today who tell me, you know, in my building they call me Mr. Sabu or Mr. God. That's how the kids address you. They respect you for the way you carry yourself. You ain't on the street drinking and drugging. You ain't sticking up nobody. You ain't trying to go to bed with every goddamn woman in the building. Even your neighbor's wife. You're not acting out like a savage, a person who has no knowledge of themselves and is living a beast way of life. That's what a savage is. I don't care how beautiful she is. You respect her. When she don't respect herself, you correct her in a nice way. You earn what you got. We wear these flags. Mine is on my jacket. Above it is what I was in the United States Army. Special Forces. If you're going to do something, go all the way. Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace.
My name is Sabu. I just want to say one thing real quick, please. Excuse me. That I observed about the 5% is that we, 5%, lack a lot of respect. We want people to respect us, but we don't even respect us. Listen, man. You got 100% and then you got 5%. There might be 95% of us here that know how to act at home and abroad. But there's 5% of us in here that ain't got no respect. That's why when a man get up here and talk, they run their mouth. But they don't know respect. You could tell them 10 times. And they still act like they deaf, dumb, and like ABG said, blind. That 5% amongst us, man, if you want to run your private conversation, have some respect and step outside the cipher and run your mouth. But stop acting like somebody got to kiss your Lord Savior, because you ain't grown enough to be a man. My voice is a lot louder than ABG. So I know you can hear me. But my point is, every time we get down, last parliament, I saw a young, or the parliament before, I saw a young sister get up and start to quote a poem to us that she made. And do you know, 5% of us was running our mouth like rabbits. Couldn't even give this sister the respect. And I looked in her eyes and I saw how hurt she was. Because, and I'm going to say you, and you know who you are, don't give a damn. All you come here to do is hang out, talk to each other a bunch of nonsense, and when a brother, and we talking about a firstborn brother, not to disregard everybody else here, because we all firstborn in our own right. Get up there and speak. You knuckleheads run your mouth. And I'm going to call you a bunch of knuckleheads, because that's how you act. And if you don't know how to act, don't tell me you got civilization. Don't tell me you got righteousness. Don't tell me you got refinement. Don't tell me you got culture. Don't tell me you got knowledge. Don't tell me you got wisdom. Don't tell me you got understanding, because you don't. And you show and prove it every time. And personally, you should be ashamed of yourself if you got any shame in you. Because some of you don't got no shame. That's why you do what you do. And I'm mad, yeah, I'm sick and tired of talking to you peoples. And you act like a bunch of Allah saviors with an H-O-L-E at the end. Give me some damn respect. The hell is wrong with you people? Y'all are not 10-year-olds. I expect that from a kid. You talk about you a man? How the hell you a man? A master of Allah's nation. How? Huh? Show and prove it. You can't even show and prove it because you know what you do. You lie on yourself. You lie on your own damn self. Trying to tell everybody, look at me. You need to look at yourself. Damn it. You people are sick. And I'm talking about the sick ones, not the ones that got sense. I'm talking about the nonsense ones that ain't got no damn sense. It's only a handful of us here, and y'all can't even respect that. All I hear is chatter. If you want to do that, step outside the cipher. Have some damn respect. This is a knowledge cipher. This is not a BS cipher. You want to BS, go somewhere else. Y'all make me sick, man, and I'm telling you, you ought to be making yourself sick. That our brother got to come up here and tell you all that. It's stupid. It's really stupid. My name is Sabu, my man. I'll be God wisdom in a couple of months. The point about it, I've been here for over power cipher years. I seen come and I seen go. How the hell y'all gonna stand up here and talk about y'all dealing in wisdom equality? That means build or destroy. How you building running your damn mouth like a damn chattering box? You ain't building. You ain't even showing respect to the man that's building. The man that's building gotta yell in order for y'all to hear him. Because if a man get up here with a soft voice, ain't nobody can hear him. Because you're running your goddamn mouth. Bunch of, yo man, I'm going to say it again. Show some respect, 5%ers. I tell you one thing, I'll tell you this, and I'm go to a church, go to a synagogue, go to a temple, sit in the audience when the man is talking, and run your mouth and see how fast they tell you, shut up or get out. You know why? Because they don't stand for that crap. But we stand for nonsense, man. And we got to stop standing for it. Like they said, it's not their fault, it's our fault for letting them do it. They disrespecting your parliament. And we sitting up here letting them do it. Why don't y'all stand up and tell them, shut up? This is your parliament. And you're going to let them disrespect your parliament. What kind of man are you? Huh? What kind of man are you? You're going to let somebody come to your house and disrespect your house, and then I don't care what they call their name is. If they don't know the knowledge God degree, teach them the knowledge God degree. Teach them about respect. You ain't get knowledge of yourself running your mouth, you shut up and you learn. And again, if you don't want to listen to the man that's speaking, have some respect. Go outside the cipher, run your mouth all you want, because a lot of y'all going to wind up right over there on them benches running your mouth. And pouring everything that you can down your throat. And sniffing up everything you can sniff up. Because you think that makes you a man. No, that makes you a drunk. That makes you an addict. Because you can't even control your own self. The thing got control of you. You ain't got control of the thing. That's why Allah said, you want to master it, cut it out. Leave it alone, whatever you want to call it. He didn't say go deal with it more. Y'all act like y'all stupid. Y'all act like he said, keep on doing it. What are you, crazy? We lost so many damn righteous brothers and sisters out of that crap. Not to mention that damn COVID. But a lot of us became addicted. And we didn't even know how to stop. because we refuse to listen. And if you don't listen, you'll serve the punishment. Damn it. The 19th degree tells you. It tells you, if you know your Lord's will and you prepare yourself not, neither do you do according to that will, you will be whipped with many stripes. You see it? It's telling you that. That's why your ass suffer. Because you keep on doing wrong and you don't want to do right. So you're going to suffer, black man, black woman, you're going to suffer. Because the scriptures ain't lying. The book ain't lying. You're going to suffer until you stop doing wrong. Black people, 5%ers, keep on acting like a bunch of jackasses. You're going to suffer. And then you got the nerve to ask, why? You know why. Because your ass is weak. And when something is weak, it gets to be wicked. And it do wicked things. If you ain't doing it to somebody else, you must be doing it to yourself. Damn it. What the hell is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all are my brothers. I love y'all, man. I grew up with y'all. I know y'all. Y'all know me. That's why I talk to you the way I talk to you. Because I love you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't give a damn about you. I'm talking to you because I love you. I hate to see you. Like the last poet say, party and BS. And party and BS. Whatever y'all doing, man, y'all need to get it together, brothers. And if there's any sisters here, because we as a people gonna keep on going through the same crap. And what I don't like is to see that y'all sit here and let your people disrespect y'all. You got the nerve to say that this is your parliament, and then you let your own people disrespect you at your own parliament. Again, it's not their fault because they don't do the stupid stuff that they do. It's your fault for letting them do it when you don't stand up and say, yo, man, what the fuck? Take that somewhere else. And if enough of y'all do it, what happens? They'll do it. You remember the damn parliament when the community said, we don't want them 5%ers here because all they do is come here and run their mouth and sniff and drink and do all kind of crazy stuff, and the community turned against you. The same people that you say you're supposed to teach, the community turned against you. The community said, we're going to write a petition to run your asses out of here because y'all are uncivilized. And then what happened? We had to listen to our law. We had to listen to our law. And Allah said, it's not their fault, it's your fault. Because you letting them do it. You letting them come amongst you and ruin what you build. You don't understand? That's why when we got together and we told them they couldn't do it and we stood as a man, they went somewhere else. That gonna show you your power. You didn't come outside PS 92 and see 134th Street clean. You didn't see that? Did you see them hanging all out, drinking and acting crazy? No, you didn't. You know why? Because you stood up. And that's the same thing I'm saying now. When you stand up, you'll run that wickedness and that foolishness away from you. When your asses sit still, they're going to keep on doing what they're doing. You know why? Because they don't give a damn. And that's why what you fight for, they will cause you to lose it. Because they don't give a damn. And if you're any kind of man and you give a damn, you need to show it and prove it. Stop acting like a bunch of weak. That's my man. I know they shouldn't do it. Until you lose everything you got. And you know who will be laughing at you? Because you won't be laughing. Everybody else will be laughing at you. And then they'll say, what about that first degree? Well, I thought that was you. Today is wisdom equality, God. It means build or destroy. It means to build righteousness and destroy that old stupidness, man. And we do that every day. We don't do that once in a while. We do that every day, and we do that to everybody who come and talk garbage amongst us. You got to straighten out the situation. If you don't straighten out the situation, you got a problem. And you know you got a problem. And if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Because you know you got a problem. And we talk about we the problem solvers. Well then, solve some of your problems, brothers and sisters. And I'm looking at black seed, brown seed, yellow seed, all them peoples. All of y'all got to stand up, like ABG said. Allah came to unite us. Y'all got to stand up as one, man. And stop being divided. And don't let people divide you because they feel like it. They only letting you see what you about. If you let them divide you, they only let you see what you are about. And if you let that happen, what are you about? Huh? It says, I am myself. I am the Lord. I am the master. Prove it. Prove it. Don't just talk it. Prove that that's you. If you could prove it, you might do something about it. You might be right. And I say might because I know you'll be right. Prove it. Peace.
Peace, nation. I Be Allah Mathematics. For those that don't know, Divine Prince is the parliamentarian today. Anybody that wants to come up here and give a bill, please write what your topic is and explain to Divine Prince what are you going to be building on. Again, we are live. We have people that have their seeds due to knowledge, being that we are live now. We have to be mindful, you know what I'm saying, who we letting up here build. If you're not building about nothing constructive, that's about growth and development and the positivity of this nation, or what you have done for the last Understanding Cipher days, we're going to cut you off and move to the next person. Please write down what your topic is so we know what you're building about. Divine Prince?
Yeah, peace. Sharif is next.
Sharif.
Peace.
Peace.
What you going on, God?
What?
It's your turn.
Build on today's science.
This is March, not March last year. You want it?
Peace.
Peace.
Come in the name of Lord Wise Sharif. Today's math, wisdom, equality, build or destroy. What I want to build on today is my science to what's been going on in our society. In the last year, it's been more violence, more black people, people of color, falling victim to this so-called devil civilization. All these funeral services, all of these young people falling victim, man. And you know, that there is a sad thing. I don't think we're paying attention to that the way we're supposed to. You know, we represent the power of the universe, God. That name, God Cipher Divine, is universal. I was building with a brother in the school last week. And I asked him, I said, the churches and the synagogue, they pray to God in a mystery form. Do we represent that God? He said, no. So what God do we represent? The true and living God. But why are they praying to our name? You see? They try to act like it's a separate God that they praying to in the synagogues, the mosques, and the churches. You know, I don't want to I know it's kind of sensitive to speak about religion because we all have people in our families that are basically in the religion, Christianity, Muslim, whatever. But you know, we have to make the knowledge born, man, that there's something about us that we ain't doing, we ain't doing like we used to do years ago. As far as representing the gods. You know, like the brother Sabu Supreme was just saying. He said a lot of us just come here and we socialize. We want to just talk, you know, stuff, you know, bull crap with each other instead of building. You know? Our knowledge is our power. What we know about the science of everything in life, what we know about the history, you know, everything that our lessons 120 speaks about is our power. Knowledge is power, man. You know? But it's the way you use that knowledge. It's the way you represent yourself. You know, the bottom line, man, is we got to get it more together, man. You know, we have to continue to represent. Because when we come together with this parliament, that manifests as universal energy, the creative energy of God. That's one thing we can't deny. When you come to these parliaments and you recognize G-O-D, God, Cipher, Divine, God's cipher is divine. Divine means great. So when we come together with this cipher, and we every month, this is manifesting God's power. You know? And that there you ain't gonna be able to deny. You ain't gonna come here and be talking on the sidelines, like the brother said, disrespectful. That's gonna come at you. Build or destroy. That's today's mathematics. You're going to build on a positive foundation, or you're going to destroy. You're going to bring about self-destruction through your negative actions. I'm going to say proper education always correct errors. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, family.
Peace.
I'm God, divine prince of law. Yeah. I'm grateful to see some familiar faces and to see, man, that, you know, there's some of us here, man, that always come, man, you know, because we're dedicated to this nation. And we want to bring about a change. You know, I look out here, man, and it makes me proud, man. And well, I'll be God understanding in a few weeks. But it makes me reflect or think back to when I first got here. You know what I'm saying? What motivated me at 21, right, to give up the idea or the ideology of revolutionary nationalism that was projected by the Black Panther Party, you know, Young Lord's Party and all that, and come here. You know, I saw a sea of young people that were willing to bring about a change, that were willing, man, to do all that they could, man, you know, to manifest their power here in the earth, you know, and you got to see it, man, that for those of us, man, that have been here for a long time, to see where we at now, man, I'm not disappointed. I'm not downhearted, because I understand, man, the transition from one stage to another. A lot of us have grown in a lot of ways, man. We don't have the same ideas we had maybe 20, 30 years ago about this building process of where we should be headed as a nation. Wow, damn. Some of us, man, are finding it real difficult, man, with social media and all these other naysaying instruments that are set against us, man, to really, man, find common ground with the 85% or the 10%. You know, and realizing that all of our mathematics imply an action. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, cultural freedom, power, refinement, equality, God, build or destroy, born, and add on with a cipher. All these are action, man, terms, and when you, man, apply the action of knowledge to the cipher, then you are automatically, man, held responsible to teach what you know. Not necessarily what came out of another man's mouth. So I want to tell you something. I can tell you something, man, and you might agree, but until you check it out for yourself, you really don't know. You don't know. You got to investigate things for yourself. Many things we hear about today. The New World Order. That's a concept. That was around when Kenyatta and the father were manifesting out here, man. You know, all sorts of things that we're coming with, man, you know. Where here, man, that now we not only continue with the homosexual, we got the transsexual. Everything's trans now. The white man has the God complex, always did. You know, Whitey on the Moon was a popular song at one time, put out by Gil Scott. What they doing? Every week they shooting something up there. They want to go to Mars. They said this morning they found a new planet that human beings can inhabit. You know, all these plans that they have, you know, and you say, well, what about us? But I'm here to tell you, man, that if you think that this is not the fall of America, then you're sadly mistaken. Because things are changing. The money's changing. You know, the complexity of your cities are changing. You know, we talk about communities, man. Like, look, I was raised in the community where everybody knew everybody. Today, we got a whole lot of neighborhoods. You know, we got young men that are out in the streets, man, just running buck wild. And they're dying. They're being killed. If not by their own hand, by the police. We're in a time, man, where you got to really think about what is going to be the future for our children. I'm a grandfather 7 times over. I got 10 nieces and nephews that are below the age of 12. You know what I'm saying? I think, what is going to be their future? You know, what do I do? What can I do? Well, a 5% is actually a teacher. Did you know that? You're here to teach the knowledge and wisdom of Allah's mathematics. That's a given. But also to teach how to get out of this condition that many of us are under. Many of us are under. You know, like what did Richard Pryor say? America got some new niggas. You know, and they're coming. They're coming. They are actually coming, and they're crowding you out. What are you going to do? What are our people going to do when we confront them? We can't smoke it away. We can't party it away. You know what I'm saying? For the good time. When is going to be the good time? Good time for me, man. I know my refrigerator full, my rent is paid. You know, I got a little extra money to spend on maybe a suit or something like that. Because my needs now are minimal. Minimal. You know, I don't have the same motivation as someone that's 30 and 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see myself as dying anytime soon. I know I have a lot to give. I recently authored a book called The Legacy of I God. In this book, man, I put a lot of information to enlighten some of you as to what is going on, what has been going on. You know, where we come from, where we're going, what I would like to see. And I'm working on a second edition now because this is what I do. You know, I'm a thinker, a writer, and a doer. I'm involved in the community. I'm not someone that comes up here, man, and wants to be grandiose. I'm a humble man. Anybody can come to town. I'm willing to give what I got to give. You know, I think, man, that I set a real powerful example for some people that are walking around with their pants hanging down. Never see them in a suit. You know what I'm saying? You talk about approaching the 6 of power, you ain't gonna dress like a bum. You're gonna put your best foot forward. You know? Now we got, when I was young, you know, we put on nice clothes, man, to attract females. Now, man, our daughters is walking around with niggas, man, with their pants hanging down, dirty, ain't washing, foul mouth, ain't educated, ain't going to school, one crazy tough guy shit, but when they get locked up, man, they're real quiet, ain't they? You a tough guy out here with a pistol, but when you inside, you ain't got nothing to say. So why not, man, wake the hell up? Why do you have to do 15 and 20 years in the penal institute to come out and now you want to come back and make amends? The damage has been done. So why do you have the opportunity of what we're presenting, man? For you to gain the knowledge of yourself and become a productive member of society. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some things coming down the pipe. You know, and I don't have no apocalyptic view of things, man, but I have seen the change. You know, where in the desert, man, where Justice Hakim and myself were conducting parliaments, man, there was a sea of young people. We seen women, young girls with baby carriages, you know, young brothers, their mothers and fathers coming out because they were inviting us into their home to teach their sons. So we would tell them, go to school. Go to school. A lot of 5%, man, they remember me because you were this small when you came in. I was still here. They call me the Rock for a reason, because I'm here. I stand firm. I want us, man, to grow. But it cannot be any growth, man, unless you're real clear about who you are and where we're going. You know what I'm saying? Where is this nation headed? This is the question. I know where I want to take you, and I know what I'm doing to make that happen. But a lot of us don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. You know? And I will tell you something, man. Black ain't black no more. Black ain't black no more. When I came up, man, there was no cell phone. But today, man, try to take a cell phone away from a young person, man. They're ready to commit suicide. They don't know what to do. But we've got to be the fathers of civilization. We've got to continue to bring up our game, man. I'm not just talking about social media, because I didn't read myself off of there. I might put a flyer of what we're doing, or on occasion I might, wish somebody a righteous born day, but I have no use for it. Now when I know, man, that I can do my own, that we have this ability, how many of you know, man, that, we have a website, that the school has a website? That was facilitated by myself, Laquan, and Father Unique. We're looking, man, because we can do anything. That could be our Facebook, to tell the world who we are and what we want. Remember, we are Allah's 5%, and that distinguishes us from any other nation on this planet. Take pride in who you are. Don't let anybody denigrate us. Teach our women right and exact, and they'll come back. They'll come back, because I want to tell you, man, the truth has magnetic. The truth has magnetic, and you are recognized for the truth and the standards that you set in your life. Be one with Allah, and Allah will be one with you. That's all I have to say, guys, man. Enjoy your parliament. Peace.
Peace. Peace, nation of God's and earth. Peace. I be Allah's mathematics, and I see today's supreme mathematics being wisdom, equality, all being born to build and destroy. May my ways and actions show forth and prove my equality, not me talking. May my ways and actions, the way I interact not just with you, but those outside of my cipher, whether it be build or destroy, the 10%, government figures. I strive every day to let my ways and actions show forth and prove who I am, consistently, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's something I didn't have 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 years ago. It took me a while to be able to get to this point where I'm actually living out Allah's supreme mathematics. And I want to thank Allah for giving us supreme mathematics and supreme alphabets. Usually when I build, I believe in following the 7 characteristics of a wise man. I like to get really straight to the point. I don't like to go like this. Take you on a journey somewhere just to bring you back and say, repeat the same things over and over again. I put out a bill this week. Visualize this. A seed is planted in the ground. A tree is sprouting. The tree has branches. And these branches have many different limbs. These branches are different departments or positions in this nation. Anybody and everybody has a right to bring forth an idea in this nation. You might have a God that might want to see your vision and might want to bring it from a 90-degree angle. This brother or sister might want to bring it from a 120-degree angle. I want to bring it from a 180-degree angle. As long as it's born 360 degrees, there should be no confusion. Because 366 bring about confusion. We're all striving to reach the same goal. I don't care what it is. If it's education, agriculture, health, economics. Let a person try for this position or this position. We're going to reach the same point. Look at that branch again. It has many different limbs. It's all serving the same purpose. That was the first purpose of process when Allah gave us supreme mathematics. He might have gave Allah freedom something on Tuesday, ABG something on Wednesday, Prince something on Thursday, Knowledge God something on Friday, and somebody pick up something on Saturday. That don't mean what he gave you on that day for you to go and run with it. He told us if you want to see him, we come together. That's what Supreme Mathematics does. I had to pull up an old bill today with a law of freedom. I call him a law. I know a lot of guards call him father-in-law. He told us he was a law. I had to read a law of freedom bill again today because ABG also manifested it in a Zoom conference last week. He didn't want to be called the father. He wanted to be called the law. So that's what I see him as. That's what he came to us as. That's what he came to this government as. That's what he told the courts he was. And then when we got to a certain point, because there's also a bill, when the guard said, peace, God, he says, I'm not God, I'm the law. So it comes to a certain point when we reach a certain stage of being a law. And that's when you live in this. And that's when it can be manifested and magnified on many different areas and aspects. Now, what's the purpose of this bill? I'm speaking about more unification. I don't like separatism. Christianity has over 4,500 different sects and denominations. Al-Islam has approximately 1,000 to 1,500 sects and denominations. You know why? Because some person just took this part and ran over here with it. We're, whether we're going to call us the 5% nation of God's earth, Allah 5%, or the nation of God's earth. Where are we going to be another 200, 300 years from now? Are we going to have these denominations and sects? That's the problem. Allah called us, from my understanding, the way I see it, Allah called us the 5% because at one time we didn't have the knowledge and the characteristics to live out, to be the nation, a nation of gods and earths. I heard after Allah came back from Manawan and he seen the great building that was being done here, that he said, we are a nation of gods and earths. Now people have a problem with that term today because of what was manifested back in 1964. There's no separation. We all have one universal flag. We all part of that universal flag. And that universal flag goes from our supreme mathematics to our alphabet. From the knowledge degree to 360 degrees. That consists of man, woman, and child. I said this many times before, and I say it again. Any bill that I might participate in, or the Office of Cultural Management, because I'm part of the Office of Cultural Management, whether it be the prefab, precast building that we're looking to put, or any cipher. You can come amongst us. Tell us what it is. If you feel that you can tackle it from this end, so we can meet here, you know what I'm saying, to bring about a divine understanding, that's what supreme mathematics is. It's not about, no, it should be done this way. No, it's my way or no way. Where that comes from? We all have our own magnetic, you know what I'm saying, ability to get things done, to build and destroy. I'm going to go right into nation business right now because it's an hour, 3:30. You want to wait? All right. But you want to hear a bill today from the law school development team. If anybody want to know what's going on with the development project, if you can't reach out to any of them, reach out to the Office of Cultural Management. You're going to hear the bill that a proposal is done, is being taken down to the city, and that we're going to give that proposal to the 3 contractors. So we can stop this nonsense. The 3 contractors, you know what I'm saying, that originally was put in place is going to get the proposal once the city signed off on it. The development team is going to add on to it. If you have any questions about that, come ask us. Come build with us. It's not about separation. I came home in the knowledge. I came in home in the knowledge build year to come out here with a purpose. Non-stop. I've been going. Non-stop. Non-stop. I now have scholarships in tech fields, being that we became partners of Google, that's offered to all 11 regions and outside the United States. Got people in Europe and Canada now taking this. That being that anchor institution here in the wilderness of North America. Here at the root. Anybody that want to hear about these Google scholarships that we offer, that's free. That's free. Whether it be in cybersecurity, data analytics, IT support, project management, digital marketing, e-commerce, or UX design, reach out to me. Come to a law school Mecca. The Office of Cultural Management meets the first and third Sunday of every month. Again, these scholarships are free. I'm glad to now see that the computer room at a law school now is being occupied daily with people taking these scholarship courses. We got people bringing their grandchildren in there now to take these scholarship courses.
That's the way it should be. That's great. That's what it is.
I'm about building and destroying. Every week, I got to take phone calls from different institutions across the wilderness of North America trying to destroy a vision that was put upon this nation. That's what I do every single week. Just had a court case on the Knowledge Understanding Day where Muhammad Knight was brought in as a witness to be a representative of the nation of God's earth. Didn't agree with it, but the lawyers already made that move before we even got a chance. So I have to make sure that the lawyer has enough information and material to be able to proceed with the case.
Break that down, God.
That's some of the work that the Office of Cultural Management is doing.
That makes sense.
Why is Michael Muhammad not?
Why?
Break it down, God. We need to know more about what you just said.
The God Understanding is in Savior City.
Yeah.
What is Savior City?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
All right. He brought up a case saying that he be denied his way to practice his way of life under RLUIPA, which is the Religious Land Use Institutionalized Person Act. They needed an expert witness. And instead of God having people reach out to the school, they wanted reaching out to Muhammad Knight because he has books about the nation. So the lawyers felt that it was right for them to use the books. It was too late. He was already put down as a witness when I spoke to the lawyers. And it couldn't have been changed because he already put down that was going to be the expert witness. I know on the Knowledge Understanding Day, they had the court case. The guards from Now See and Save the Sea went down there to support the guard. So we just wait and see what the decision is going to be when it comes to that case down there.
Did anybody deal with him to understand his position?
Well, before that, no. He had no, there was no reaching out. We found out actually when the case was already put into the courts. You know what I'm saying? It was put into the courts. So now this is another reason why the Office of Cultural Management is making our voice heard. Now we have Michigan reaching out to us, Indiana, Colorado, Washington, state of Washington, and everything reaching out to us, and also Georgia. I just sent the court cases down there. The Chelsea Tarif case and the Universal case, as well as the Kyle versus Robinson case out of Victory and Loss. To make sure now they present it right in this act, that they see that we are a way of life, and the legal term used is God-centered culture in the courts. Again, this is a process. It's a process. You know what I'm saying? There's Ron Hovey, that's his name. Ron Hovey was an ex-FBI agent, right? Who put a stigma that we was a gang, that we was a security threat group. And this is the vision that we strive to destroy so guards could be able to practice their way of life. Why do I do it? One, because there's 2 degrees in 120 that tells me knowledge and wisdom to teach. It's to teach knowledge and wisdom to all human families on the planet Earth. 2 degrees tell me that at 120. That's one of the reasons. Second, because they didn't get it right in this act the first time, and I want to make sure that their children get it right. They have children. They have seeds. They messed up. They need to be able to have it right and exact so they can teach their children so their children can have it right and exact. So guess what? That prison, that school to prison pipeline can be destroyed. And that's what it's about. Destroying that school to prison pipeline. We also got guards that's in the Tyrian cipher now writing books. Children books. Over 85% of the nonprofit organizations in the United States of America, and guess what? It was created and organized and ran by who? People that was ex-cons. Look at every single nonprofit organization, community-based organization. There was people that was incarcerated. So yes, us going in there teaching them, giving them an idea and a vision, so when they come home, they could be an asset to their community. Because again, I get this bill all the time. I get this bill back in the knowledge equality during a social equality event that we had at Madawan, which is now Fishkill. I said, some of the parents don't know the telltale signs to look for in their children. But we experienced it, we lived it. So we can be able to aid the parents and speak to the children about this is what this leads to. Yes, cigarettes look like it's cool because it's blowing smoke out and everything, but this is what it leads to if you don't have the willpower, control, and realization to be able to master it. That's what it's about, educating the youth today. Let them understand that and see that at knowledge cipher years old. This is what you're going to have temptation, peer pressure, and curiosity. Those are three forces that our youth have to deal with at that maturity process age. From 10 to 15 is critical. From the age of 10 to 15 is very critical for you. They're being pulled and drawn. They see things.